Floating up by 1 feet per second is not that fast. It will take you about 5 to 7 seconds to rise above your friend's head. After 30 seconds, you're 30 feet or 9 meters above the ground. If we calculate, this is last chance for your friends to throw you a sandwich for long trip above. After a minute, you will be above the tree lines. Here you will encounter cool breeze of wind as there is no obstruction above out there. 10 minutes passed, you are almost above everything nearby. And at 25-minute mark, you will surpass spire of Empire State Building. Air at these heights is 3% thinner, but your body is capable of handling such small changes. 1 feet per second is roughly about 1 kilometer per second, 1.09728. So, after an hour, you are a kilometer high. At this point, things really start getting chilly. If your friends threw you a coat, then you'll be fine. You will find winds picking up at this point. After 2 hours, at 2 kilometers, temperature would drop below freezing point. For any exposed skin, frostbite is a big concern. At these heights, air pressure drops equal to airline cabin pressure and effects would start becoming more significant. But unless you have a warm coat, temperature would not be much of a problem. Here, over next 2 hours, air would drop below zero temperature. Assuming you survived oxygen deprivation, at some point you will freeze to death. If you are bundled up, you'd be frostbitten, yet alive, and survive till you reach death zone. Above 8,000 meters, you'll surpass all but tallest Himalayan mountain range. Oxygen content in here is too low for human survival. Here you will probably face confusion, dizziness, clumsiness, impaired vision, and nausea. As you approach death zone, you lose all oxygen, resulting in unconsciousness and instant death. 2 million years later, your frozen body, still moving at 1 feet per second, pass through heliopause and enter into interstellar space, boundary that Voyager just crossed. Clyde Tombaugh, an astronomer who discovered Pluto in 1997. His remains were placed on New Horizons spacecraft, which will fly past Pluto and continue out of solar system. It is true that your hypothetical 1 feet per second would be cold and unpleasant and rapidly fatal. But when Sun becomes a red giant in 4 billion years from now, you and Clyde will be only ones to escape. And yes, we too are currently looking for subscribes as a donation to fund our next video.